Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our second virtual facial masterclass of the day in partnership with L'Occitane. I'm Lisa Oxenham, the Beauty and Style Director of Marie Claire, and I'm joined today by beauty expert Adeola Gboyega, who firmly believes in the feel-good benefits of good quality skincare. Now, I love L'Occitane. The products are efficacious and they feel and smell like a real treat, and I love their sustainable approach to harnessing the best natural ingredients while protecting nature. And their eco refills are amazing too. They contain 90% less plastic compared to their regular packaging. Now, we're going to talk about two facials today. So one that works wonders on skin showing the first signs of aging, and also we're talking about mature skin too. So we'll start with Juliana. For this facial, we're using L'Occitane's Precious range, which contains organic Immotel essential oil to firm, strengthen, and protect the skin. Now, firstly, Adeola, what will people start to notice when they first start seeing their first signs of aging?
The first signs of aging, you tend to see things like pigmentation coming through, especially if you haven't been wearing SPF on a regular basis. You might even see the texture of your skin changing overall. So, for example, open pores might be more visible. Texture in terms of dryness in your skin, because obviously as we age, our skin does get drier. So it's really important to ensure that you're hydrating your skin, but you're more importantly protecting your skin at the same time.
Okay, amazing. So, what is it about the Precious range that you really love?
I love that you obviously have the Immotel flower in there. And, the great thing about L'Occitane, it's all about sustainability. It's all about the fact that they really saw this precious, plant, and they realized the benefits of it and the fact that when you did pick it, it wouldn't fade away. And they obviously bottled that and actually applied it into the moisturizer, the cream, and the whole range, which is amazing. But also it's packed full of hydration, which as you're aging, you definitely need it. I mean, everybody needs hydration, especially when you're starting to see those first signs of aging as well.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go through the steps then. What's step number
Yeah.
one?
So the first step is obviously the cleansing foam. And the great thing about the cleansing foam is that it's a very, very beautiful, lightweight foam that doesn't strip your skin. And I think that's so, so important. I love that also, again, you've got the eco pack. So obviously, as soon as you finish this, you can obviously go straight into refilling it that way. But it's just super, super lightweight. I think there's a real trend where people felt like, foam and cleansers were very stripping and drying. You don't get that at all with this. And again, it's really hydrating, which I think is really, really amazing. So it cleanses impurities. It doesn't strip your skin, but you're just left with this beautiful cleansed feel to your skin, which is amazing.
And would you recommend using a flannel with this, or just a splash of water?
You can definitely use a flannel. So after you've worked it into the skin, massaged it in, you can go in with a flannel afterwards. Or another thing that you can do is also just wash it off with warm water, which is also a great way to kind of get the cleanser off afterwards as well.
Okay. And do you recommend warm water instead of cold?
Yeah, I always think, warm water is great. Unless you feel like you really want that awakening, you can obviously go in with a cold water afterwards, but I would definitely recommend warm water so it doesn't shock the skin too much.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Step number two?
Step number two is the essential water. Now, this is amazing because it's packed full of a low weight hyaluronic acid. And as you know, I love hyaluronic acid. I love that it's packed in here. Essentially, this is kind of like a toner. So traditional toners are very astringent. They take a lot of sort of oil from the skin and they're quite stripping. This one isn't like that at all. It's also got rose water in there as well, which again is very, very soothing on the skin. It pushes that hydration deep down. It also prepares you for the next step. So what you would do is obviously you can apply it with your fingers, pour a couple of drops into your hand like so, and then warm it up into your hands and then press it into the skin for that really beautiful glow, which you can see the model doing. Or you can use a cotton pad if you prefer. But again, it's all about that preparatory step for the next step of your routine. So if you're going in with your eye serum, if you're going in with your moisturizer, it really works well with your skin and allows everything to kind of bind in and hydrate your skin even further. I really love this product.
And this one's alcohol free. Do you think that's important?
Oh, so important, because I think that's where, the bad reputation of a lot of toners came from is, a lot of them were laden with alcohol. They were very astringent, very stripping on the skin. And that doesn't do anything for the skin. So this is all about an extra step of hydration to prepare you for the next step, also to keep the skin nice and plump and hydrated as well.
Yeah. It's a nice product to sort of really keep skin, yeah, super
Really refresh, yeah. And you can even put it in the fridge if you want that little bit more like a cold feeling in your skin, that bit more of a refreshment. But I love the rose extract in there, which is really, really soothing and calming on the skin, especially if you've got a lot of redness as well.
Yeah, okay, that's a brilliant tip. So step number 3.
Then we're going to go in with the eye balm, which is, again, a key ingredient here is the hyaluronic acid, which is really, really good for plumping. First signs of aging tends to be around the under eye area because that area is a lot thinner than the rest of the face. So it's really important to kind of have a particular step for the under eye area. I think a lot of people think they can just get away with that sort of one cream for everywhere. But I think, you know, the skin around your eyes is so different. Why obviously stick with the same product? Use a specific product that's targeted for the under eye area. Super lightweight, as you can see, and it literally just goes into the skin beautifully. Again, I always talk as a makeup artist about how beautifully these products sit on the skin, because when you're applying makeup, you want to ensure you've got that really smooth base. So it kind of acts like a primer for your concealer as well. Really beautiful eye cream and really plumping and hydrating as well.
Yeah, we were talking before about there's a lot less makeup being worn now, so
yes,
it's really important.
Absolutely, yes. Skinimalism is like a big trend for 2021. It's all about paring back your beauty routine. So as opposed to, you know, having that 10-step routine, a couple of really good sorts of products to really help with your skincare routine or your beauty routine, and stripping it back, because, you know, we're not going anywhere at the moment. We're all working from home. And the great thing about this range is that, you know, we are more than ever working from our desks on our computers. You actually get blue light protection with these products and these ranges as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's true. And I love what I love about this eye cream, that it is slightly iridescent.
Yes, so you get that really beautiful brighten effect, yeah, which I think we all need at this moment in time as well, so that's a great benefit.
Right, step number 4.
Then we're going to go in with the serum. Now, serums are really important. You know, if anything, your serum is a thing that really gives you that bang for your buck. It really helps to kind of, you know, provide you with that protection. So if you are seeing that lack of hydration in the skin, that's what you're going to get with this serum. What's great is that it's a really beautiful sort of milky formulation. Yeah. Very lightweight, goes into the skin beautifully, really plumps the skin and hydrates at the same time. And what's great about L'Occitane is that you've got that Immotel, you know, plant extract, which is fantastic for antioxidant protection, hydration, but also nourishing the skin, which I think is so important.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Then step number 5.
And then step number 5 is obviously your moisturizer. So you've got 2 options that you can go for. You've got the SPF 20 day cream, but then you've also got the overnight mask as well. So there's 2 options. So the day cream, again, has got your great sort of plant extracts in there to really help to kind of, you know, rejuvenate the skin and protect the skin. But I love that you've got SPF 20 without feeling too rich, which is great, because typically when you think of an SPF in a moisturizer, you think of something really rich. You know, some people avoid even wearing SPF because they don't like the feeling or the texture. With this, you don't get that at all. It literally sinks into the skin beautifully.
Yeah. And how would you recommend applying this?
So I would say just take your fingers, warm up the product and apply it really beautifully. So you can see with the model how she's really massaging it into the skin. You know, I always say that your skin, you know, is so important. You know, you only get one skin, so it's important to take time with that. You know, a couple of minutes in the morning to kind of practice a little bit of self-care and a bit of like massage is so important. Helps to boost circulation, but also means that your products go deeper into the skin and is more effective as well.
Yeah, amazing. And why is it important to warm up the product?
So basically, by warming up the product, you're able to kind of get the benefits of it a little bit more. So it's able to go deeper into the skin. I think that's so important. And also, when you're layering, what you don't want to have is the product just sitting on the top of the skin. You really want them to go deep down, penetrate, but also be more effective. So by warming up the product, you're loosening all those ingredients and allowing it to have that efficacy of going deep down into the skin.
And can you just tell me about the night mask then? So is it a mask, or is it more like a moisturizing cream?
I kind of say it's a little bit of both. You know, I would leave it on overnight. And what you really do is wake up to kind of this gorgeous, plump and glowing look to your skin. We're going to talk about one of L'Occitane's iconic products in a second. But this is great if you want that overnight rejuvenation, which you won't really get with the day cream. So think about your day cream as a protection. This is all about that rejuvenation, so that plumping, that hydration, and obviously giving you that sort of, you know, even skin so that you can wake up to that in the morning as well.
Yeah. So it really nourishes it overnight, basically.
Really nourishing the skin.
Especially if you put like a big, thick layer.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to boost this facial even more at night, then you can use the Immortelle Overnight Reset Serum.
So
Everybody
good.
I know who has tried this absolutely loves it, and they say that their skin is super fresh and alive in the morning.
Yeah, it's
Why is
gorgeous.
this such a miracle product?
It's fantastic because obviously you've got the Immotel flower in there. That provides antioxidant protection, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
What's great about it is that it really helps to kind of restore your hydrolipidic film, which basically keeps that moisture locked in. And it's
right.
also great for rejuvenation. It gives you Botox-like finish as well. And it also is very good because it's a great alternative to retinol. So for a lot of people that don't want to use retinol, or they're thinking about those first signs of aging and they really want to kind of delve into something a little bit more sophisticated, this is great. It combines my favorite things, that lovely sort of lightweight silky gel texture, as well as oils in a really beautiful formulation.
Yeah, it's a really lovely texture, actually.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you
beautiful.
so much. So on to the next facial masterclass. Now, this one is about intelligent aging, and Adeola will be showing us how to use L'Occitane's Divine range, which is intensely nourishing. It's repairing and it regenerates mature skin. Could you
Yeah.
take us through the steps, Adeola?
Yeah, so the first step is the foaming cleanser, which again, you know, what I love about L'Occitane is that they don't do foam cleansers in the traditional way. It's all about restoring the skin and taking care of the skin. You see the lovely model Annika there applying it. It's this beautiful, comforting foam that just cushions the skin, obviously removes any impurities, but keeps the skin really nice and hydrated and plump at the same time, and removes all your makeup. You know, especially with mature skin, you're starting to see, you know, a dullness in your complexion, you know, fine lines and wrinkles. So you're really ensuring that any products that you're using is all about caring and restoring your skin and ensuring that you're not losing any moisture throughout the day, because naturally as we age, our skin does get dry. So you don't want to use products that are going to strip your skin. This is a really, really gorgeous cleanser.
Okay, fab. So that just gets washed off with the water as well.
Exactly, it just gets washed off with water. You want to take a small amount because it really does foam up, but in a very nice way, and it's very comforting. So after you cleanse your skin, you're not left looking dull, you're not left looking dry. It's just really nice and nourished and plump and radiant.
Fab. Okay, right. Step number two.
Step number two is a really unique product, and actually, you know, skin minimalism is a really big thing at the moment, and to find products that can do more than one thing are, you know, really gold mines. This is great. So this is an eye and lip contour balm. So what you can do is use it around the eye area, but also around the lips. So if you're suffering with crow's feet and texture around the eyes, if you find that you're getting fine lines around the lip line area, this is a really beautiful product, and it's super, super lightweight. Just want to take a small amount, and even over makeup as well, you can kind of press a little bit over to refresh your skin. And remember that your under eye area is so much thinner than the rest of your face. And again, the thin area around your lips is also very thin. So it's really important to ensure that you're keeping everything really nice and moisturized. And this is a great lightweight product for that.
And can you sort of keep this topped up throughout the day? Is it okay to keep
Yeah,
it on?
absolutely. You can press it over. That's such a key thing. Yeah, it's great.
Now, this is a new product and it's available, I think, on the 15th of March. So
I'm excited about this. Yeah, a really unique product. You know, there's not many products that you can use on the eyes and also on the lips as well. And it's a real sort of area that I find a lot of my mature clients struggle with, is around the eye area and also around the lips as well.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so step number three.
And then step number three is your serum. And again, you know, especially when you're, you know, in those sorts of areas where you're finding that you can really see a difference in your skin, maybe you're really worried about those deep fine lines and wrinkles, that unevenness in your skin, that lack of radiance. This is a really beautiful serum. So this is the advanced serum, and it's really beautiful to kind of moisturize and hydrate the skin, but also gives you that gorgeous glow. Love that on the skin. So in here you've got the Immortelle flower. Again, that's really going to help to keep the skin nice and youthful looking, and also boost the radiance in the skin as well. But also it's great because you've got your essential oils in there, and oils are fantastic for, you know, a mature skin that's lacking in that hydration, that really needs that restoration and that replenishment in their skin.
Yeah. And so would you take it down the neck and the chest area as well?
Definitely. It's such a great advanced serum for really rejuvenating around the neck area. Again, that can be an area that you can really see those signs of aging really starting to show around that area as well. So anything that you're using, you should use it on the face, but also take it down to the neck and the chest area as well.
So could you use these products instead of a neck cream?
You could do, yeah. I mean, for me, I would say that neck creams are a great luxury. You don't have to have them. You know,
Yeah.
these are really beautiful, sort of high performance products that will work just as well on your face as well as on your neck and chest area.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So step number 4.
And then we're going to go in with an oil, which I think is so important, especially at this time of the year. And this is a fantastic product because for me, I love oils. They're not just for things to use when you feel that your skin is dry. It's a great glow boosting alternative. So I love to use an oil and actually mix it in with my foundation. I love to use it mixed in with my moisturizer as well.
Yeah.
A little goes a long way. I mean, look how much you get with that. Just
Yeah.
mixes into the skin beautifully. So again, you've got that sort of beautiful plant extract that's really going to help brighten and radiate the skin. But what's also great about this is that you've got your omega oils in there. So you've got omega 6 and 9. And omega oils are really good about restoring your skin's barrier, ensuring that that moisture is kept inside, because obviously as we age, our skin barrier function is not as good as what it used to be. So it's really important to incorporate an oil into your routine. You know, use it in a multitude of ways. You can mix it in with your foundation for that extra glow boost. You can mix it in with your moisturizer as well. So if you've got the cream, which we're going to talk about in a second, you can mix a little bit of that in with your cream for a real beautiful sort of glow boosting look to your complexion.
Do you have any massage tips for oil?
Oh, loads. I love massage. I think it's one of the best things that you can do, and actually it really allows the you know, the effectiveness of the oil. So again, just taking a couple of drops of your oil, you can take a little bit of time in the evening when you've got more time to kind of really practice some self-care, and using your fingers, your hands, your fingertips are great tools. The natural warmth in your hands and fingers allows the products to kind of penetrate deeper. Use your knuckles as well. They're great for needling the skin and also releasing tension. So focus along the jawline to really kind of drain all of that sort of lymphatic tension around that area. Around the eye area as well, we can hold a lot of tension around here to help drain any fluid that can make our under eyes look very puffy as well. And also just along the cheekbones as well. We all want that really lovely contoured face. So facial massage is one of my favorite things to do.
And would you say that you can do that morning and night?
Or when you have time, if you're dedicated. But I would say nighttime because you have a little bit more time to yourself. I always find that people spend a bit more time in their nighttime routine and less time in the morning because they're getting ready for work or they're getting ready for a busy day. So, you know, a couple of minutes in the evening before your nighttime sort of bed routine is a great way to kind of indulge and really practice some self-care with some skincare.
Yeah, lovely. Would you do you have any massage tips for around the neck area as well?
Yes. So for me, I always again like to use, I love using my knuckles because they're just really good for relieving tension. So again, just upwards like this. I always say going in the upwards motion is really, really important because we're all about lifting. So again, around the jawline, we hold so much tension. So you can literally get your knuckles and really knead upwards. It's a great way to kind of just lift and also just to help drain away any of that tension and that fluid that we hold around this sort of neck and chin area as well.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so the final step then?
And the final step is the moisturizing cream, which I think is absolutely divine. It's super, super hydrating. And again, you've got those flower extracts, those botanicals that really help to keep the skin nice and nourished and moisturized. One thing I really love about these products is that a little goes a long way. I think a lot of people, you know, use more thinking that it's going to do more for their skin. You don't need to do that. It's a gorgeous, comforting cream, super lightweight, but also very good at enveloping the skin in this beautiful veil of moisture that keeps the skin really nice and hydrated. And again, if you want that extra boost of glow and radiance, you can obviously mix in the oil. But again, on its own, it's a really comforting cream, very nourishing, but also supports the skin barrier to ensure that as we age and as our skin gets dry, your skin is very much nourished, replenished, and moisturized.
Yeah, amazing. So then again, if you want that extra boost in the evening, then you can use the Immortelle Overnight Reset Serum.
Gorgeous serum, yeah. And again, great, because when you wake up in the morning, your skin literally just looks really plump, nourished, and moisturized, which is what we all want when we wake up in the morning.
Absolutely. So I've got questions. So thank you so much for that. If anybody's got any questions, please send them over because we're here to answer them tonight. So at what age do I need to start thinking about anti-aging skincare?
I think age is a very personal thing. And so what I would say is if you personally feel like you're starting to see those first signs of aging around the eye area, maybe you're seeing a difference in terms of the texture of your skin, definitely invest in a really beautiful range of skincare products. So this range here is a fantastic range to go for because it really is all about replenishing the skin, really helping with the texture, but also protecting the skin and adding that hydration back in. So if you do start to see that, and that can happen at any age, it can happen in your mid-20s, it can happen in your early 30s. It really is all about that personal choice of, starting with that anti-aging skincare routine.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Do I need to use SPF every day, even when inside?
Yes, definitely. And the great thing about the Precious range is that, again, you've got that protection against the blue light therapy, which we're also getting from our, screens, all of those digital lights that can also cause damaging effects to our skin as well. Bearing in mind that we are inside a lot more due to the current restrictions, the sun can still come in and cause damaging effects on our skin because of those UVA and UVB rays. So make sure you're always protected. And the great thing is that lots of times moisturizers actually have the SPF already incorporated into the moisturizer.
Yeah. Can facial massage help with youthful complexion?
Yes, because you're boosting circulation. When you've got that boosted circulation, your skin is able to glow and be more radiant. So that's why, it's one of the best things that you can do if you've already got a good skincare routine. By adding in that great facial massage technique, it makes the world of difference. As a makeup artist, I would think the thing that made a big difference to me and the way that I work on models and why I love skincare so much is that sometimes even with just facial massage, you can see a massive difference in the complexion overall of the model that I was working with. That sometimes you don't even have to use as much foundation because the skin was already glowing just from the skincare and the massage techniques.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, brilliant. Are toners more important as we age?
I think it's about the kind of toner that you're using. So the great thing about the essential water is that there's no alcohol in there. So just be very mindful that you don't want to use anything that's very stripping because naturally as we're aging, our skin does get drier. So this is a really great step to add because it's all about adding that hydration, and who doesn't need more hydration in their skin? That's why this is a great toner. It's also really refreshing and it's also very soothing. So if you have any irritation, if you feel that your skin's looking quite dull and lackluster, this is really going to add that much needed hydration back into your skin.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. I can't wait to get using that one. Right, okay, and then onto the intelligent aging facial. How does the lip and eye contour work on both of the areas?
So it works really well for plumping and hydrating. So it's also great for protecting the skin. And again, what's really good is that it's a very lightweight texture because a lot of the times around the under eye area, it can be because we're using very rich, heavy products that can cause more of that puffiness around there. So again, just taking a small amount of this and very lightly just tapping that on the lower part of the orbital bone around here, a little bit over the eye in the daytime if you feel that you've got any texture. And it's also great for plumping any fine lines around the lip area as well. So it's also great for improving the overall texture and tone of the under eye and also for the lips.
Okay, somebody here loves the Reset Serum. Can I use it in the morning as well?
Yes, definitely. I think use it as much as you can. It's great overnight because it's really good for, regenerating the skin. It's great for boosting the lipids in the skin to keep the skin nice and plump and hydrated. But it's also great for firming and boosting radiance and keeping that glow to your skin. So it's really, really good. It kind of gives you that Botox kind of feel where your skin is literally just like bouncy and glowing radiant.
Yeah. Okay, I have mature skin. What's more important, the serum or the face oil?
I would definitely say the serum, but if you're looking for that very radiant, youthful glow, you're going to get that more with the oil because you're going to see it so much more on the skin. When we were doing the facial massage with Annika, you could really see it on her skin, like the glow when the actual images. It just is so instant because, again, you've got that really lovely nourishment with the oils in there as well as the omegas. But for that sort of deep down treatment, I would definitely go for the serum.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. What's your favourite out of the range, Adeola?
Oh my gosh, there's so many different things, but I would definitely say it's the Reset because, again, you've got a benefit of oil and you've also got the hydration in there. There's so many different sort of benefits, and who doesn't want a product that's going to be a great sort of boost to your skin, especially if you've got a good routine and you want to add that one great product. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I love this too. And I
Yeah.
actually really love this because I just find it so rich and comforting. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's great. And you love the great outdoors, so it's really great for protecting your skin whilst you're outdoors as well.
Exactly, exactly. Well, thank you so much, Adeola. And does anybody else have any questions before the end of our lives today? Let me just have a quick look. No, I think that is it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Lisa. Thank you for having me.
Facial masterclasses. They've been great. I've learned so much, Adeola. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you, everybody. If anybody wants to DM us, then you're more than welcome to ask us any questions about skincare. Thank you so much.